Hey guys, welcome to Conversations with Sham, where we are talking about being resurrected. I'm going to use Jesus as a representation of being resurrected because Jesus was with his disciples, he taught his disciples, he showed his disciples the way, he brought life into their dead situation where they thought and felt like they couldn't be resurrected and that it was over for them. And Jesus brought them back to life in a spiritual way, showing them their strength, showing them their weaknesses, showing them their purpose and what they're actually truly capable of. So many of us go through life dealing with battles, dealing with situations and emotions and feelings and lacking understanding that it's not meant to break you. It was never meant to break you. It's the foundation to resurrect you, to bring you back to life. There's been times, like I've said to you guys, that I've done the sliding down the walls. I've done the how much bottles I can drink, a glass a day, a couple of glasses a day, the whole bottle, a couple of bottles, just to feel numb. But when when you are resurrected, you still have to realize that, hold on here, the situation ain't going away. The pain, you're still feeling it. There is nothing you can do, no matter climbing in beds with men or women, taking drugs, being reckless, drinking, sliding down the walls, not giving a damn. It don't matter what you do. If you are not fulfilling your true purpose and you're not being your authentic self, you will forever feel like you are walking a dead path, which really and truly, if you would tap into the inner power, your inner strength, your inner you will acknowledge that, you know what, there is more to me. It doesn't matter about what I'm going through. It doesn't matter about my circumstances. There is life in my circumstances. There is life in my pain. There is life in my struggles. There is life in circumstances that have made you feel dead. You can still be resurrected. It's just building that belief system within yourself to believe that you are capable and able, and making yourself available. We're all going to go through changes. We're all going to go through experiences where we feel dormant and we doubt ourselves, or circumstances that make us feel like, you know what, we're done for. It's over. But the beautiful thing about that, it's not over until it's over, and even when you think it's over, there's still life in you, even in death there is still life in you. Your life has meaning, your life has purpose, but you first have to believe that your life has purpose. If you're giving up on yourself, then who is going to come and pull you up? Because sometimes you don't have no one to pull you up. You have to pull yourself up. When a lion is against, his back is against the wall, and he's got to fight it out. He doesn't know if he's gonna live or die, but he has to fight it out. And that's when the lion in you has to awaken. You're no longer a cat. You are a lion. You're a big dog. There's this quote that a lady said on Insta, and I loved it. And she said that her little puppy, he hadn't looked in the mirror for a while. And when he looked in the mirror, he was afraid of himself. And he was afraid of himself because he didn't realize how big he had grown, that he's now a big dog. He's no longer a puppy. And so many times we're living in puppy stage, where we feel like we're still on the breast milk. We don't have the tools, and we don't have the recognition of knowing that we're kings and queens. We hold so much power. We don't believe that within ourselves because we've allowed emotions, trauma, We've allowed defeat. We've allowed people to criticize us. We've allowed people to say whatever and take it. And we've slept on ourselves. We've doubted ourselves, or just giving your heart or having faith in somebody else that's let you down. And then you feel like, wow, what the hell? And you feel alone. But when you remember you're no longer a puppy, as she said, and you're a big dog, you realize that, you know what? I've been resurrected. You're no longer in the death stage. You're in the life stage. It's about breathing new life into your situation. You do that by mentally restoring your faith in you. And I say that because a lot of the times you're not always going to be encouraged. Someone's not going to pick up the phone and holler at you and, you know, see how you're getting on. You have to believe that, you know what, although I'm going through this circumstance, although I'm in doubt, although I'm fearful, although I'm not trusting this process right now, I'm a big dog. There is power in my circumstances. If I keep pushing, if I keep believing, if I keep having faith. And faith is the difference between you dying and resurrecting. When Jesus knew that he had to die, he always knew he was living to die, as we all live to die. But the difference with us and Jesus is that he understood that he had a purpose. He understood that he had an assignment. He understood that regardless of what the outcome was going to be, he had to fulfill his assignment. He had to reach his destination. And although he died in the physical form, the spiritual form, he was even stronger. And that's what we have to understand, that when we die to our flesh and we sown into our spiritual form, we're unrecognizable, untouchable, and undefeated. Have faith in yourself. Believe in your circumstances, no matter how daunting or how terrifying or how worrying they are. You are a big dog and you will be resurrected. Stay blessed, guys, and have a good week.